Hello boys, girls, hang on team. So here's what happened last time. Izuku got possessed by Sukuna after eating one of his fingers, not by choice. And, well, yeah. Sukuna's been taking over his body whenever he felt like it. And with the little time that he had, Izuku managed to set up a trap to facilitate the right conditions that Sukuna set for him to kill another human being. This was the only way he could think. He prepared, and finally, he did it. A grade 2 sorcerer lay dead at his feet. Sukuna sent off the grade 4 sorcerer to send a message. And, well, they just left. Sukuna was ecstatic. Finally, a good underling, one intelligent, although cowardly, if he had to describe him. Vessel. Yes? I'm sorry, what do I call you? Sukuna. But once we arrive at your domicile, I request to watch the magical black box. Which one? Preferably the big one. But the medium one will do. This is the first time you've actually asked me. As my accomplice, I believe I should give you a warning. Okay. Also, I did not care before because I was planning on taking over your body, but now, Vessel, answer my other queries. Okay. That notebook. Which one? The one about curses, and the other one. May I read them? Izuku paused for a long while. Sure. Excellent. As for my other inquiries, your body. What about it? Why is it so damaged? Do you not have proper healing techniques? Or do you constantly throw yourself into danger? Believe it or not, I'm pretty good at dodging danger. It's just these wounds were inflicted by humans. I see. Is it because they saw you as a danger? You already know the answer to that. I want to hear you say it, Vessel. It's because I can see curses, and curses are the cause of a lot of damage, destruction, and accidents. I see. That is all of my questions. Okay. Izuku just let Sukuna read through his notebooks, both of them. He was nervous, and Sukuna didn't say anything, just nodded occasionally and made a few noises. But Izuku could tell it wasn't in the, oh, this is so weird and creepy, but actual genuine interest. Sukuna was taking an interest in his notebooks, his analysis. That made him happy. But that would all change the very next day. It had been a usual Monday, Discrimination, insults, him dodging a few beatings, but right on schedule. Right as he was about to leave, Bago and his cronies, 5 of them. Wow, they were probably angry or something. He could probably outrun all 5 of them. He'd been running his entire life. Unlike in canon, this Izuku was faster, stronger, because he had to be. He could see curses, he could dodge out of the way, but he had to be fast enough. He had to be observant enough. Most of all, he had to be strong enough. But them? He couldn't. He knew he couldn't. Throughout his entire life, they'd always chase him down. Sometimes right outside of the door of his house. His mother always worked late nights. So, when Izuku was preparing to run, he heard a voice ring out in his head. Vessel. What? If you do not fight them, I will take over, and I will not return control. Excuse me? You made a binding vow. Those can't be... Oh, and you know that for certain? No. Then, let me repeat myself. Fight them. I can't. I can't. What's that, nerd? I said I can't. Allow me to even the odds then, so you have no excuses. Reverse curse technique. Sorry, what'd you say? Speak up, nerd. That is all I'll let you in with, Vessel. I will wait to see how you do. How you perform. Okay, let's do this. Oh, gonna take your beating like a man, huh? That's a first. No, I'm gonna fight back. I'm warning you right now. Mainly because there's a camera. Aww. Well then. Bako threw a wide right hook. Izuku ducked under it, aiming for the liver. He was aware of human anatomy. Painfully so. He'd have to get very creative on remedies for stomach aches for eating inedible objects. But that wasn't here nor there right now. Izuku made direct contact. Bako flinched in pain. God damn it! So, the nerd's got a little bit of fight! Come on, guys. We can put him back in his place. Oh, scared it's gonna be a fair fight? What? Oh, wait, no, you need about 4 other guys to make this a fair fight. Oh, you were gonna regret that. Sparks crackled in Bako's hands. Izuku smiled. Why was he enjoying this? Seeing Bako like this, at his mercy. Izuku knew him best. They were childhood friends. But Izuku was only there to make him feel more important. In comparison, Izuku was a lot more athletic. Although Bako was physically stronger, so he had to be smart about it. Izuku punched him in the face. It was fast, a quick snap. But then he got tackled to the ground by one of Bago's cronies. He was being beat on relentlessly. Izuku dug his elbows into their, thighs. Bring a little bit of pain, pivoting, throwing them, and just started to choke them out. One of them whacked him over the head, and he just turned to them saying, "It's not your turn." And after a few seconds, he got up and turned to the other crony. "Now it's your turn." He did a calf kick, hitting the inner calf where it, kind of, sort of, sent the dude reeling on the ground crying. Izuku was actually winning. There were only 2 other people besides Bakugo. Bago was currently nursing his broken nose. Who the hell? What? Scared that I'm finally fighting back? Izuku hopped from one foot to the other. He was enjoying this. He never realized how fast he was. How strong. I mean, he took out a grown man, and he was just a middle schooler. But then, something happened. Both of them flared up their quirks. There weren't anything special. Rock fists and extending fingers. But the rock one would be the most dangerous. Izuku crouched down, making a little show of fastening the laces on his shoes. The red kind of annoyed them. It was a quirkless brand. And, well, their prejudice and whatnot. Izuku got up, holding a little bit of dirt in his hands. He just smiled and said, "Okay, which one? Or are both of you just gonna come at me at the same time?" And they both did. Izuku blocked the long-fingered one with his hand and, well, sort of gripped onto them as he heard an audible snap. And the stone fist guy was ringing up for a, well, kind of downwards punch after he formed it in the air, but Izuku threw the sand in his face. And, well, he put him in a devastating knee. The dude was, well, reeling on the ground, but Izuku picked up his fist and just put it on his chest. Aw, isn't that cute? You see, you won't be able to deactivate your quirk for a while. That's the main drawback about them. They respond to stress in the body, and with that, oh boy, you're gonna need someone to help you. That or muster up the strength to actually pull it off yourself. Finally! Feels so good! Who knew fighting back and standing up for yourself, you know? But then, something happened. An explosion hit Deku in the back, well, his back. He was flung several feet as he rolled on the ground, hearing a few ribs crack. Suku got up. His school uniform was ruined. It was burned. Even his undershirt was scorched through, and he could feel the pain in his back. The burn. Oh. Okay. So, how are we gonna do this? You're gonna die here, and no one will care. Not even your own mother. Yeah, no doubt. She'll probably be relieved. What? Yeah, no. I'm just a disappointment. So come on. Let's fight. In this moment, adrenaline was pumping through Izuku's veins like it never had before. For it had kind of, sort of, filled his body, but he never did anything with it. But now he was giving it an outlet. It just kept building and building and building. It was exhilarating. But to sum up this fight, to sum up the last stand, Izuku lost. Bako didn't hold back. He was using full-out explosions, but Izuku survived. First to second degree burns, although Izuku did get a few licks in. Bako had a broken jaw. Felt great. And with that, he was put into the principal's office for starting a fight. It got to the point where he had so badly injured them, towards their accounts, that they had to call in a police officer, a detective. And walking into that room was Detective Sukuuchi of the JPD. Hey, my name is Detective Sukuuchi. I'm here to interrogate our suspect. This is a child. Yes, but look what he did as the principal shows him the footage of Izuku absolutely humbling them. So what, a kid with a strength quirk? No. He's quirkless. You're quirkless? Yep, born and raised. True. Well, there was no... Wait, hold on. Did they use their quirks first? They threw the first punch. Katsuki Bakugo. He threw an overhand hook. You were goading them on. No, I wasn't. They always try to catch me and beat me to bloody pulp on Mondays. They can't do it too often, so they only do it roughly twice a week. They schedule it on Mondays and Thursdays, not giving me much time to recover. And just when it starts feeling better, that's when they pummel me to the ground. If you want, I can prove it. I have medical records. I might actually take a look at that. Thank you. Also, I can confirm that all the things that you have said are true. I'll be interviewing the others. But I have one question for you. Why did you fight back? What, gonna scold me? No, I'm just curious. A friend made me realize I have some worth. Okay. I'll leave and I'll be investigating your school for discrimination against the quirkless and quirked. Izuku left after being grilled by the principal for roughly an hour. But he couldn't keep him for long. The bell had rung, and it was time for him to leave. Izuku ran into Bago. Hey! Oh, I'm surprised you can actually speak with that wired jaw. Shut it. Listen, I don't know what you pulled today, what little trick you did, but you had to have cheated. What do you mean by that? How could you, of all people, what? No, you didn't win, did ya? You lost. Oh yeah, a quirkless guy lost a 5v1. Don't get cocky, nerd. No, you don't get cocky. Because next time, if you do this, I can't promise you'll come out alive. Is that a threat? No, I would never threaten you. I know those don't work. But here's a little thing. If you come after me one more time, I'm gonna let it slide. But after you do it a third time, I'm gonna come after you. You won't know when, and you won't know how. But I will break you. Whatever. You already ruined my chances of getting into UA with this stunt. I'm believing it was one of your cronies who was a bitch about it. Excuse me? Yeah, they were crying to their mommies. How about you do the same? Not that she'll care. Why don't you go cry to your mother so she can ignore and apologize to you again? Unlike you, I don't have a reason to cry. Izuku leaves. He went home, his mother wasn't there. Although you did not win, Vessel, you did an admirable job without a cursed technique, or even reinforcing your body with cursed energy. I don't know how to do that. Well, then allow me to be your teacher in that regard, Vessel. When will you start calling me by my actual name? Once you take down a grade 1 sorcerer or cursed spirit, a special grade, and I will start calling you by whatever title you deem fit. Tall order. You want to put a binding vow on that? Perhaps, Vessel. But until then, I am still your superior. We are not equals. You are simply my accomplice. Never claimed to be anything more. Thank you, though. I never would have gotten this far without you. That is not true. I'm sure you would have been pushed to the edge eventually. Yeah, but nevertheless, thank you, Sukuna. You are welcome, Vessel. Now allow us to watch that cursed tool. What did you call it? A television? The one with the souls trapped in it. Okay, what show do you want to watch? I was wondering about that one about my era. You mean a documentary? No, the entertaining one. Oh, okay, got it. Historical film. It's not going to be 100% accurate. Yes, I understand. And that's ringing it off. Hope all of you enjoyed. Bye! I enjoyed this.